lock it down. Now, when you lock it down, you've got a tab up here. I don't know if you can see that tab. This tab, boom, you flip it, lock it. Now, I don't have it set to where it changes out, but you could set it to where this will actually flip and be used that way, but this is a wider screen than most, so that's why it doesn't do it. And on the side of your pen, you have two separate buttons, here and here. So they're right on the side of your pen, plus you have one on the back, which is the erase button. Okay? So if you wanted to click the front button, I don't know if you can see it from here, but the front button, there's a circle that pops up. And that's basically a right click when you hold it down and tap. The other one is more, this back button is more of a circle and right button. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. I've already put Windows Journal on the front, as well as the, what is it? Shape collector. So this one right here is basically, if you want to get it to where it recognizes your handwriting better, you just go through here and you run through a couple practice sessions. But this will recognize your handwriting, as you can see from this tab right here. Oh, come on, dude. Let's jump into Windows Journal. Ah, here it is. So now you can actually write your name. And I'm going to write my name in cursive. Oh, you see that little scribble I made? It already recognized as an S. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my full name in cursive. And what it's doing is it's trying to interpret the words according to different letters. So if you write crappy, well, it's going to interpret crappy. But you can use this feature with Microsoft Word, Excel, you name it. So you can use it with Internet Explorer. You also have Google Chrome on here. So you can use this feature with any program, and what it does is it'll insert text. And it'll give you all these little hints over here on how to use it. And I've got this thing roughly about an inch away from the screen, and the screen is still recognizing where the mouse pointer is. So it's a magnetic interface. Now, walking you through the rest of this stuff, I'm going to get a little bit closer, because that'll make me feel better. Alright, so down here you got your start button. You can't really see it from there, can you? So you're going to understand the programs once you get into them. Double tap will open it, same thing with the right click. Now let's go into some of the features that this thing has. Off to this side, you've got a USB 2.0. Right next to it, you've got a micro firewire, and that's for like Sony digital cameras and that type of deal. So you do have the micro firewire available to you. You also have your sound jacks. Then on the back side, you've got another USB port, plenty of ventilation, which is awesome. This thing has some awesome ventilation. Part of the reason I got it. Over here, this little thing that you see me sliding open. There we go. This is access to your VGA. So if you want to hook it up to your TV or to a monitor, you can, and you can get a full 1200 resolution. Because this thing has a bomb video card. This thing can go all the way up to 1200p. If you hook it up to a TV, it'll automatically interpret to 1080. But monitors and that type of deal that can go higher, you can make this go higher. And then what you see on this screen will be the same thing you use on the big screen. And what's cool about it is if you want to use it on the big screen, you can just use this as one big mouse pad. So that's great for design. Especially when you're into video editing and that type of deal, you can move things around by hand versus using a actual mouse. So that's one of the benefits of this thing. This does not have a webcam. The T5010 does not have that, but it does have a built-in microphone, and it's powerful enough to support an external webcam, which you can get for $15 and get 1080p. Alright? So jumping over to this side, you do have a DVD player, which is rare for these. Most tablets like this, like the T5410 from HP and all those, they don't have the DVD drive. And you can actually turn this into a Blu-ray drive if you want to, because this right here, the screen, basically a fan pulls in from the bottom, which is right here, and it sucks everything into there and it blows it out through the sides, the front, you name it. This is a very cool laptop. So you don't have to worry about overheating so much. Let's see here. Oh yes, this little thing that says on and off, which you're going to be able to see once you see it on the front, don't touch it, leave it on. That's your Wi-Fi. Because this Wi-Fi is going to pick up all the way, like I have a building about 400 feet that way, this picks up Wi-Fi from over there. It is a wireless BGN card. And right now I've got it hooked up to my internet here. But Windows Journal, what you're going to love about this program, which is right in the center, is Windows Journal. I'm going to see if I can open it up pretty quick. Windows Journal is one of those that it's pretty cool. You can actually choose different formats. Whoops. That's cool. You can choose different formats. Like right now, oh come on, dude. Right now, I don't know if you can see it from there, but it's set up to where you can write on the whole thing. Right now, it looks like a note, like a piece of regular paper, like you used in high school. But you can set it up to where you write music. You can set it up, with scores for music. You can set it up any way that you want. They have 18-to-1 different formats. So if you click File, New, you can open up any type of format or template that you want. And I mean, they've got everything from day planners to calendars to you name it. So they were pretty inclusive with this program. Nope. And what this is doing right now is it just installed an update off of my wireless router. So, but one thing you're going to have to remember, these things are not indestructible. See this little slot right here? I just slide this sucker right back in, boom, and I can slide it right back out, or I can slide it right back in. Pretty freaking cool. But you've got to remember the way that you put this thing out. So, it doesn't move that way easily, but it moves this way. So you got to remember the way that you twisted it. Otherwise, if you twist it too far in one direction, you could break it. And you flip this back, boom. Use like a standard laptop again. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I mean, there's not too much more functionality outside of. There are buttons down here, which let's see. Oh, flick. You got to remember your flick tools, and you can actually go in here and learn about it. The flick tools is, for example, if you're on a web page and you go like this, then it basically sends you back, and then if you go like this, it sends you forward. And then if you highlight something and I think you do up to the corner, it deletes it, copies, so on and so forth. So you've got flick tools with this too, if you want to highlight words or play with web pages. This thing has more functionality than you're ever going to use, I promise you that. It's also got the built-in speakers. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what these buttons do. Oh yeah, if you want to invert your screen, boom, press this. Oh, come on, dude. Might need to run through a Windows update, so hold on. Now that I've got that down there, it's going to need to run through a Windows update, which it looks like it's doing right now, but this right here will allow you to tip it like this. So that button, it just needs to spend some time. Let's see here. This is your enter button. Okay. Oh. One thing that you can set up too is there's a little strip right down here. You can set it up if you want to download the program to where this is a fingerprint scanner. So it's not set up yet, and I don't know where to find the program yet, but I'll look it up for you. But this is a fingerprint scanner right here, biometric. So we can set that up if you want to, if you want the extra security. You don't need it, to be honest. So let's crack this bad boy, and I turn it that way so it goes back that way. Flip this thing back down, lock it. Very simple, very easy to use. It's meant to be idiot-proof. Then if you want, and the second you close it down like that, close the front down, then it automatically goes into sleep mode. And then if you want to turn it back on, you just slide that little switch, and bounces right back into place, and Windows loads up again. So, that is the general gist of it. Come on, dude. Show me some love. antivirus programs, Microsoft Office, you've got everything under the sun in there. And it's running DDR3 RAM versus DDR2, which most of these do. So you've got that benefit too. It'll run faster. When you actually get to using it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's a very nice laptop. I think you'll enjoy it. And it should suit your purposes, especially if you hook it up to, say, like a TV or something like that. So I'm going to end this recording. Lord have mercy. And enjoy the rest of your day, dude.